Let me see if it posts on YouTube. That we're live.
Goodbye in the calls.
On Facebook.
I got it on our Facebook page right now that we're
Yeah, I'm trying to start my friends.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, it popped up on my thing. All right, let me see.
I'll share it on Facebook. We'll see if anyone joins in here.
Yeah, we're just gonna talk though. Damn.
Should like wait a minute, like make it go live, and then like wait a minute for a couple people to get into the. See if anyone joins.
Probably should start playing the video at least.
You want to say anything for the video? Like, what's good?
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we live. So let me see.
Talk to the people, man. Talk to the people.
Let me go ahead and hit y'all with this real quick.
I got you, me.
Hey, what's good, everybody? We kind of doing like a little impromptu thing. Right now, it's just me and Ray. I am Godly Sovereign, aka Marcus, and basically, we just here to talk about the new Halo Infinite trailer that just dropped today. So Ray, go ahead, roll it, man.
All right, man. Check it out.
Of course, this thing is gonna be silent right here, just for like whatever type of copyright rules or whatever. I ain't trying to get struck. We try to just drop this video.
Like first and foremost, here, like, you think he looks pretty good here?
It's a little bit more difficult to see it on the the resolution or whatever on your screen playing right here. But as I was watching it, I thought that already.
Dude,
that
he
this
looks a
CG,
lot better. This guy right here, in my opinion, this dude looks way better. I think.
Yeah, I thought that this CG video like was already off top, like was really good. I thought before it looked pretty decent, at least the guy, but I feel like this one was like really crisp.
Dude, this looks
clean.
really good. Like, look at this shot here.
Yeah,
like this guy's face.
I mean, you were seeing little hair follicles and stuff like that.
Yeah, this is much cleaner.
You were seeing kind of like emotion on his face and whatnot through a lot of this stuff.
Looks so pretty good, right? Like,
yeah, it was dope.
I think that's in game, or is that CG trailer? I think that's.
I think it's a CG trailer, but in game though.
I think it's in game engine, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks way better. He looked so cartoony last time. That dude, like a cartoon. Sure. Like, and I think the world looks pretty good, pretty clean.
Yeah, I was listening to how they were talking about everything, and kind of like telling you how like the world was going and the situation and stuff like that, and kind of giving you the synopsis on like what is
what do you think about this grappling hook thing that he keeps flinging out and everything?
So I think it's interesting. It's an interesting way to pick up stuff that you might want from far away. I'd have to see if like his melee is really good in the first place, because like if you're coming in hot to just punch him in the face with a gun, like it better do some solid damage.
I didn't like the melee. The melee damage didn't seem. Yeah, the melee damage didn't seem strong at all. But what about like I thought it was pretty cool. Like you come in, you pull yourself to a guy, and then maybe like throw a grenade on his body and then back away. I thought that was pretty neat, like a quick way to like slap a grenade on.
Yeah, I think there's definitely ways that you can just chain link this stuff, like multiple, like just pull it in, boom, and then just let it go, so you can just like slide over somewhere else or something like that. I like
this part here when this guy just appears and just like
when it just dropped down. and it sparks and stuff like that. Yeah. It's like, damn, he fucking on my ride before it gets here.
That's like what the. That's so weird.
I'll tell you what, when I was looking at this entire map, man, I thought it was like extremely interesting.
The map looks big, right?
Dude, it looks big. It almost looks like it's open world, even though it's supposed to be on this Halo ring. It seems like it's pretty open world, like it's a pretty good size environment to be in.
Those rocks in the background look really, really clean.
Yeah, they got the mountains looking tough. But I just like how
good.
Really as we're going through the trailer and stuff like that, like
this immediately right here felt like Far Cry. Dropping on
it did kind of give you like a little feel or whatever. But yeah, I mean,
base, right?
It definitely seems like you're going to these outposts or whatever, and you're trying to destroy them and stuff like that. It seemed like one cohesive map, and you're just like searching through the map, trying to find the enemy's hideouts and stuff like that. And I like that. Like I've always liked that about Far Cry and stuff like that, and the fact that it seems like you would have less loading screens is like perfect for me. You know,
dude, I love these little.
I'd rather not have missions.
Too. Like these little boss fights look like really interesting. They were kind of reminding me of Shadows of Mordor, actually. Like I'll tell you when I was thinking.
Yeah, I guess so. When you're doing like a little one-on-one.
Yeah, like I'll show you one of the guys that really reminded me of Shadows of Mordor when it comes up here pretty soon.
And this reminds me of like Ghost of Tsushima or Far Cry or anything like that.
This is Far Cry, right?
You're helping the people out.
Yeah, exactly. And like you have like the guerrilla guys kind of like hopping in, and you're like, "You're here to help us," you know, like totally, it's like the exact same thing. Like dude, this reminds me of Destiny. This guy jumping around like the Cabal.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
like
the dude with the jetpack.
Yeah, the dude with the jetpack, right? Like the fire. Like this felt like a Destiny scene right here for sure. Look at this map. So this is kind of like you have little, you kind of have little like objectives, right? Just like Far Cry. And this is like an outpost, location discovered, ransom keep, and you have. And
it looks like you can kind of approach it in different ways. Like you don't have to just do you don't have to run up on it. He's blasting it from 50 feet away. Like as long as the rocket gets there, you can get the job done.
Yeah, man, this looks much better. I'm actually really impressed with. That's cool, man. Grabbing those things and just chucking them at like they're grenades.
Yo, what's good, Scotty? Thanks for joining us, man. Yeah, what you think about this trailer? Did you check it out?
Yeah, I think it's definitely open world, Scotty, like for sure.
I'm definitely like all of the little pieces and stuff like that. It looks like you have like a bunch of different gear that you can put on. The only thing is it looks like you're still gonna look like Master Chief, no matter if you're changing additions or whatnot. But it'd be cool if you could change the look of your armor, so it's just not that straight up army green. You know, you could kind of.
I hope there's gear to collect, man. I hope there's gear to collect, like legendary pieces. You know what I mean? Like blues, purples, legendaries. Like I hope there is like an RPG aspect like that to this.
Yeah, for sure.
It definitely thinks like it definitely makes me feel like
Battlefield, huh? At 2042, man, that should be a nice game.
Dude, look at this. This is so sick, man. He falls out of his plane and then he grapples the other one and pulls the dude out.
And it slides in there.
I like too, like how it's not super quick. It's not like fast paced. Like I feel like I can do that. That doesn't feel like a maneuver that feels like advanced. You know, like sometimes you watch these
and they're so quick and shit.
Yeah, it's like,
you're clicking buttons.
Like for instance, Deathloop. Like you remember we watched the Deathloop? This guy right here reminds me of Shadows of Mordor. This guy right here reminds me of like an orc from Shadows of Mordor, dude.
I thought he looked good. Yo, what's up, Smooth? Appreciate you stopping by.
Dude, these little fights like reminded me of Shadows of Mordor. The encounters with the elite enemies.
Yeah, I mean they looked more detailed. I kind of I didn't really. I mean, some of it felt like Shadow of Mordor, but I guess it also felt like the Star Wars game. What's the name of that damn game?
Oh the last Force Unleashed.
No, not Force Unleashed. The last one. I can't remember what it was. Damn, I'm drawing a blank.
Battlefront.
Nah, the last one with the red hair.
Oh, was
with
it
that
game?
one? The game. I can't remember what that damn game.
What
that damn name was. Yeah, it was the Star Wars game, but it was like its own little story or whatever. And
that was Force Unleashed.
I don't think it was Force Unleashed. I'm trying. Let me.
Maybe not. No, it wasn't Force. It was.
Force Unleashed was with the one dude from Smallville. I'm trying to think of the damn Jedi. Fallen Order. Yeah. So it reminded me of the way he came into that scene, and he was kind of moving, and then he powered up both of his like electric swords. It reminded me of how when you're in the game and you come across those like elite, Jedi or whatever. The Sith and stuff. Yeah. They come in and then and they strike it, and then they have like their little saying, and then they go. But I guess you're right. It does remind you. Yeah, Scotty, Fallen Order. But yeah, it does remind me of Shadow of Mordor. The way you have kind of like that opening entrance scene, and then they talk some shit, and then
yeah,
you know,
and then like you kind of fight them.
Stuff.
It's like a unique fight. Like I don't know. I just really like. I want to go back to this scene here. Where I think no, it wasn't this one, where he was falling through the sky, and he
had enough time to kind of pick some stuff. It's a little bit further to the right.
He was grappling. Yeah, it's further to the right. He was grappling that.
Yo, Mike, was good. Was good. Appreciate you stopping through, bro.
Going up, Mike. Yeah, dude. But like, for instance, I wanted to remind you of like, you know, Deathloop. Do you remember when we had that state of play, and they were showing off Deathloop, and the dude was doing like all these combos. Like he was throwing this guy in the air, and then he was like going to this guy, and then he was shooting this guy. I was like, dude, that just seems too hard, man. Like I'll never be able to do that. And even when I played Deathloop, but when I did Deathloop, I never did that. I just snuck and was as easy, you know.
I think that's because you didn't use the right ability for it, because it's that stasis one.
I know.
The kinesis one. Yeah, you could pull them in, and they just, because of the ability upgrades that they get, they'll stay floating in the air, and then you can shoot them and stuff. The way they're showing it seems like it's wild, but you don't know.
It seems like it's wild. That's what I mean. Like where like I look at that, I go, man, that looks intimidating. Like being able to combo those things together, it looks intimidating. Like I know once you play in it, you get good enough and you can kind of do it. But when I see this scene right here, man, and like I see it looks like it's kind of like it's very low key, you know? Like he kind of jumps out.
He got a little hang time.
Take his time. And then he just flings that over there. Like I was like, dude, this looks fun and looks like I can do this like out the gate. Like it just looks like, I don't know, it just is very inviting. This game just feels like super inviting. Like I just feel like I want to get in there, man. I want to get in there and get some action done. You know?
You know what?
It looks good.
So what I also like too, right, is at the very end of the trailer, they showed a close-up of Greg's face or Craig's face, whatever. What's his name?
Oh yeah,
it's Craig. They showed you, hey, we worked on Craig. Like he doesn't look like ass now.
Dude, I don't even know. Was that supposed to be Craig, man?
Yes, that was him, dude. That was the one that they shit on so much from the first one. Yeah, dude, he looked like an ogre. He looked like he was vicious. He didn't look like some like toy or something.
Though, because I remember,
I'm sure he is. He was a big dude.
Yeah, but in the Craig meme is from a random enemy on the map when he was killing things. Zoomed in on that brute's face.
Right, I think so, but I think because of the popularity of his stupid looking face,
showed the brute,
they made him a straight either a boss or they just decided to showcase his face to say, look, we know he fucked up, but here's what he looks like now. Check that out.
Here it is. There it goes.
There he goes. That's
his face. Boss, though, but
that's grim, dude. That looks like him. That looks exactly like him. So unless there's multiples.
All the brutes look the same.
If there's multiples of them and they look that vicious, then cool. But them little pansy shits that they originally showed us was not it. And they changed that shit, showing us this right here. Well, and they made sure to make this the last part of the clip. So you already know what time it is.
I think like this is a boss though. Like I don't think this is how all the brutes in the game will look. I think this is just one of the enemies, the main enemy that you're fighting.
Yeah, we got to see. But
because they seem to be avoiding any close-ups, man, throughout the fighting of any of the like brutes' faces. They avoided those.
I guess so, but I mean they did close-ups on the dude with the swords that pulled out the two different swords, the two different blades. And they did close-ups on like Cortana and stuff. Like you got to see her.
Yeah, Cortana. I'm talking about Master Chief and stuff. The brutes in particular. Like I
think because most of those shots was like action shots.
Yeah, like the sniper. Like there's a brute right here. Watch. That's a brute right there. But they're making sure you're far away. There's no way you can make this dude's face.
They got a little zoom in.
Like, there's no way you can like make it out.
I'm positive though. I'm positive because he turns towards the camera a little bit more. There you go. But
a little bit. They go back.
It's a super quick shot. Yeah, I don't know if you got like an ultra zoom.
That's like the best you can like kind of get a face of a brute. Like so, it's like they were kind of trying to avoid that Craig brute face, man, for a while.
Yeah.
You know. But
yeah, for sure.
Like I guess in the sense, like, so how do you feel about this, man? Do you think they redeemed themselves? Like, what did you think when you first watched this?
All right, so when I was on YouTube this morning, and I'm like looking, and I'm like, oh, okay, they got a Halo Infinite, preview or whatever. So I'm like, all right, well, this game is shit anyways, but let me go ahead and like take a look at this game. Let me just see it, because I know we're gonna have to talk about it on the podcast, right?
Yeah.
So then I'm looking at it, I'm watching it, I'm like, okay, damn, the opening cutscene is like pretty fucking crisp. okay. And then I'm watching and I'm looking, I'm like, okay. And ain't really no issues with the armor. I'm looking, I'm trying to find like spots where the armor might be mediocre. And I saw it kind of a little bit in like 1 or 2 areas, but it was a lot going on. So it's probably like not rendering everything, beautifully because you got a lot more on the screen and stuff like that. Then I'm watching like the vehicles that they're adding in there, the map, the fact that the map and how it's laid out, and they're showing you how you traverse through the map and your goals and different things like that. And my brain basically told me like, it went from like, fuck this game, I don't give a shit about it, I might put 2 hours into it, to like I might actually play this bitch like for a while.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and not just like on some like short time shit. So all of that shit that I was given 343, I'm not backpedaling on none of that shit because all of that shit beforehand looked ass. But this right here looks like something I would definitely want to play. So
yeah, dude, I kind of went into it sour too, man. Like I went into a little sour. I was like, all right, man, I'm gonna watch this, but I'm not expecting a whole lot. And I kind of had a bad attitude about it. And dude, as I was watching it, I started like finding myself going, dude, man, like I can't be biased here. This looks pretty fun, man. Like,
yeah, dude, it looks crazy good, man.
And I was like, this looks like a lot of fun. Like the open world aspect was getting me mad excited. And then like as I was saying, like it just felt like the combat felt so inviting and fun. Like it seems like you feel powerful. It feels like it's something I can do as a player, just jumping right in. I don't got to learn all these skills. The only thing that I want to see now that would really make me a believer is if they go like, the Shadow.
Everything reminds you of Apex Legends, fool. This don't look nothing like no Apex Legends, man.
Dude, but like this was just getting me pumped because I was like, wow, this looks like very, very inviting combat. The only thing I'm hoping for, bro, the only thing, if they have an RPG loot system, then I am definitely in.
If they have some gear, like where you can pick up some guns or something like that, and you got different rarities and stuff, that would be pretty ill.
Just not mission based, like the old Halos, where you're just moving from mission to mission to mission for story only. Like I want this to be like I'm decking my guy out, I'm getting new abilities, like I'm finding new things to collect, new weapons, new armor, new gear, and like giving me like some kind of addicted loot chase, something to chase. Like I really hope, because everything else about it looks like really solid. Like I'm actually really excited about it.
Yeah, man, this is definitely like a step up. Like, I might just tweet 343 and be like, good fucking job. About time you guys fix that shit. Like, you guys needed that. You guys definitely needed that time that you took to postpone this shit. Like, this might be your first. It's not Apex. Because you jumped out of vehicle. I think it's like it might be their actual first banger of the year. And this system's been out for damn near, it's been almost 11. It's been 11 months plus. It's been a whole year, and it's all been like mediocre and stuff like that. Like you can't tell me that Psychonauts 2 was like their bread and butter, or that Medium was getting the money.
Like this just looks freaking awesome, dude. Like
man, that view.
This one right here, like look at that.
Yeah.
Dude, like that is a huge open world, man, to explore. Like it looks lush and clean. I like the graphics. Like I know.
Well, I mean, it moving like that look ass, but I'm sure it probably looks better when you get closer down to it and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I mean, like, of course, like Halo's got that little blocky kind of like, they got to have that Halo look still because it's Halo. It's an old game, but I mean, like, it just looks really, really sharp.
I mean, if you can visit everything that you see here, then I'm done. I'm sold.
So,
like that's
I think so.
Like if I can get all the way up in there, hey, for sure, get that shit, man. Because like I definitely want to play that. So I mean, I got Game Pass. I got Game Pass. They said so
like co-op was coming next year, right?
Yeah, they pushed it back.
This is totally Far Cry. This right here,
a bunch of mayhem on the ground.
This is a freaking outpost. This is an outpost. And you're going to jump into that outpost and you're going to clear it. I just want to know what am I getting for doing that? Like, I just want to know what's the reward for that. Like, in Far Cry, like when you finish it, you can like go into the locker and like get a gun or like get
you're getting resources and stuff. You're getting money or you're getting
stuff like
tools or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so they incentivize you. So I just want to know, like, what am I getting for clearing this out? Please do not make it just be for fun. Like, you need to be rewarding us with something, like not just because it's fun to shoot things. Like, I need to be getting something. But it looks like a blast, man. Like, I'm actually I've done a 182, at least for this campaign. The multiplayer I still feel the same way like you. I'm not taking any. The multiplayer still feels
multiplayer is what it is
to me for my taste. But this campaign looks sick. These villains look like they have a lot of character to them. Like when that assassin came out of the shadows and he had both the swords. Yeah. Like that looks sick. Like this boss here, like all these guys look like very, very. That wasn't a boss. I was just a brute. But this guy right here, this looks interesting. That witch you were fighting at the end looks really interesting. They're all unique encounters. Like I don't know, man. This looks. There's a lot of potential here. This really helped. This changed my mind a lot. The worst thing about this trailer was that dumb chick narrating. Like it being muted like this actually is making this trailer better.
I thought Cortana was cool because she was giving you a little bit more insight.
I was a little bit. I thought it was a little gimmicky to me, but
they're all a lot of shit is narrated. You know what I mean? But if you don't know what's going on,
I just think like let the game speak for itself. I just don't see why that's necessary. Like this, watching this like this is telling me plenty. Like I didn't need her to narrate anything for me.
Yeah, but this was like a campaign. They called it a campaign overview, so it wasn't just like a basic, little thing. Has that old Quake feel? You know what? I never play Quake, so I don't see the enticement in that. So you would have to like Scotty was like Quake like a really dope ass game. I mean, I know it's got like good ratings and stuff like that, but people rate high bullshit. I mean, I think Mario Brothers the movie got like a pretty decent rating. I don't know if it got a shit rating or whatever now, but. I mean,
I think Scotty's right. Like it's floaty. Like Halo Combat's pretty floaty.
This shit right here, like all of this impulse thruster and all of that stuff. If you can upgrade that stuff, I'm with it.
But I think that Quake's a little more fast paced. It feels a little more fast paced than this. But it's definitely floaty like Quake. There's some feel to that. That's for sure. Yeah. This it just seems like very manageable. I really like it quite a bit. Like. I'm pumped, man. So.
Yeah, for sure, man. So to wrap this up, what's your verdict for it? Give me your then and now. Your was and is now.
Like score kind of thing? Like what did I rate this trailer?
Just like out of your first impressions. Yeah. From what you had and now. We haven't played the game, obviously.
Before I was at about like a 3 out of 10, dude. Like I was not excited at all. I was really turned off by Halo like a ton. After watching this, I'm probably close to an 8. Like I'm getting to a 9. Like if I can see some loot and like something to chase that I really want.
If I see a couple of little beams of orange light.
This is a 9. This is a 9, dude. Like just give me some beams of orange light, dude. Yeah, give me some beams
definitely
of orange
some
light.
Advanced Warfare.
And I'm definitely like that. That's so cool. That enemy right there.
Yeah, like, that was sick. Now if you could get the blades too, like if you can have blades,
like or what if that boss dropped his blades? That's what I'm talking about. Like the boss drops those blades.
If you get that, if you can get those blades, or if you have like a backpack where you can hold a couple of items in there, like a couple of different weapons, and just swap out what you want, that'll be real nice. I hope they don't have no wall running and shit. I feel like the grappling hook probably takes the wall running aspect out of there. But I mean, if that's what they do that. But I feel like Prince of Persia and Jedi Fallen Order were probably like it for me. I don't need too much wall running. I never played the Advanced Warfare.
I'm not a fan of the wall running either. And like a lot of people were kind of thinking that the grappling hook was too slow, but it's like, dude,
it seems pretty like you could you can make it versatile.
Yeah, I want it to be manageable. Like I don't want it to be so fast and twitchy. Like I like that I can feel like I can manage that. Like that's fast enough for me, and my reflexes to deal with. Like so that was like awesome to me. I like the way it felt.
Yeah, I feel like a combo where you're shooting, your shotgun or whatever, and then you like run out of ammo completely. You chuck the shotgun, you jump off of a cliff or whatever, or you're shooting an assault rifle or something like that. You jump off a cliff, you grapple and hook the big ass hammer, pick the hammer up, and then do like a heavy smash on the ground as you land. Would be like a sick little combo to enter an area in or something like that.
I thought it was cool that he was just using the grappling hook just to launch himself in the air. Like, you don't have to be like grabbing anything. It felt like, you know, you can kind of.
I think he touched something to get up in that air.
Yeah, he hit the side of the building. But it's not like, you know, in some games, like even Far Cry, like you can only throw your grappling hook on like certain pieces.
Yeah, that's like highlighted like, or something.
He aimed at anything he wanted that was high, like Spider-Man, and then just like threw himself up there and like went. Like, I don't know. This is really pumped, bro. Where are you at?
Yeah, so basically I was on like a 2, maybe like a 1.5 for this game.
Way low,
after I you know had heard about it and we'd seen what we'd seen from it initially. Because for one, granted, I haven't played Halo since like Halo 2, so I could really give a fuck less about the franchise, the IP in total. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'm not like a huge Halo fan anymore like I was, you know, back in the day. So I could really care less. But now after seeing this, I think I'm right with you. At like that 8.5, man. Like I want to play it. And if they definitely have the loot drops, like this would be the best game coming out for the Xbox. I'm thinking this year. Like,
oh yeah.
I mean,
in a couple
you know,
years.
because well, no, because you got Bethesda. They're still making stuff, right?
I'm talking about this is the best thing they've released in the last couple years.
Oh yeah, especially for like an exclusive, right?
Yes,
yeah, that would definitely be something.
Psychonauts is nothing compared to this. Like, this is the best thing they've launched in the last couple of years. You know?
Yeah, but yeah, that's what's up, man. So I'm definitely looking to get my hands on this thing. When it drops, I doubt we'd be able to have access to it early, but you know, fingers crossed. But you know, if you know, as soon as this thing comes out, man, I'm be playing on it, and we'll give some more. You know, we'll give another first impressions on it. You know, for the time. But yeah, so that's it. You know, once again, my name is Godly Sovereign. Got Sir Knight here with me. Mark Araya is chilling with his daughter and his wife, so he couldn't be here with this one. But yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks everybody for dropping in on the live, man. You know, catch you guys later.
We'll be live again.
Yeah, for sure. Deuces.
Peace.